Okay, so the next question is, have you had any specific influencers? They could be like teachers or like relatives.
Yes. Specifically, probably my third grade teacher. Like, I had moved to a new school, so it was like really hard, and she like, and obviously like when I become a teacher, there's gonna be kids in that circumstance, so she really made like coming into school like fun and exciting and helped me literally every step of the way, like knowing I was new, and I really like look up to that because sometimes teachers just tend to forget that there's new kids, and
Yeah.
if you don't have like a good social aspect in school, that's why kids don't like school.
Exactly, yeah. So we'll stay on a serious topic. Are there any barriers that you think that teachers will need to overcome?
Yeah, so teachers are a part of the teacher union, which they like, it's good and bad. I believe that it's good because being a part of a union, the teachers that are a part of it and why it formed was to improve schools and advance schools, versus if that wasn't a thing, they wouldn't be advancing as much because like now scores in our time now are declining more than they ever before, and that's why the union's really important now, is to advance all these schools and get kids back into
Definitely.
what school is about.
So with that being said, how do you think the next 10 years will affect you?
Definitely because you don't get your tenure, which is your protection against your opinions. Your like, you don't get that until like your third year of teaching. So I could be let go anytime that they want to let me go without any say between my first 3 years of teaching. So that could really affect my overall 10 years. But the tenure is like what just they look at seniority versus like their professional skills and their things. So that could really affect me. Like if I find a place where there's people that have been there for 10 years and I'm coming in new, they're going to let me go because I don't have my tenure yet, which that will really affect finding a job.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll go back to like classroom ideas and stuff. So like, is there anything like specific that you have in mind, or like is there like a specific subject that you're like excited to teach?
I'm really excited to teach math because most students don't enjoy learning math. So when you find actual visual ways of learning math is what's going to help them learn it, versus like do these timetables, like actually like get them engaged, like use props and stuff. So I'm really excited to teach math in a new way that a lot of teachers don't teach math.
Yeah. So then probably to end, we'll just so I wrote a paper for my summer class about having technology in the classroom. So like, what do you think is like your standpoint on that? Like, do you think it's beneficial? Do you think it's distracting? Do you think that you would use it? And like, to what extent?
I believe technology is effective. If you're looking at like younger kids now, like they already know how to use iPads and computers, but like if the parents use the technology in the right way versus watching like YouTube videos or playing like uneducational games, like for example, like my 2-year-old niece plays, like she already can count to 7, and like that's because of the apps she plays like on her technology. In a classroom, I believe that's beneficial because this is a technology age and they're not going to want to be writing on pencil and paper, and they know they can be learning on an iPad. I feel like they'd learn better with using something that they want to use versus something they don't want to use.
Yeah, definitely. So like, is there anything else that you want to add?
No.
Okay. Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
You're welcome, Lucy Jean Fritz.